Good morning, everyone. I'm going to open this meeting for the Polk County Board of Commissioners for Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. All commissioners are present. Announcements are on the agendas and extra copies are on the table on the side. First item up is for comments for items not on the agenda. Public comment portion. Please give us your name and address for the record.
My name is Sally Penna, Penna, and we live on Clow Corner Road, 11350. And I just have a question, and that is, I've been looking at the draft of the technical memo of the Polk County Regional Water Supply Concept, and I'd like to know more about it. But I've called around to try and get information and haven't been able to get anything. And I'm wondering if there is a process for the public to be involved in the process so that it isn't a wet cemented project before we even have a chance for input. That's my question.
Okay. At this point, I would tell you there's no public process for engaging in it because we are in a multi-jurisdictional conversation about the use of a permit that Polk County has acquired many years ago on the Willamette River.
Yes.
And we're looking to perfect that permit with Independence and Monmouth. Started out also as a Dallas conversation, but they've withdrawn, at least for now. So we're in the process of putting together intergovernmental agreements between Monmouth, Independence, and Polk County for the shared use of that permit. And this is in collaboration with a process that Independence alone started for new access to water because they're having challenges with permits, and Monmouth is too, groundwater permits, well permits going forward. So they're looking for access to new water rights in stream, and we happen to have that as well. And so that's the process that we're going through. And this has followed significant study work that Polk County government has engaged in over the last 20 years in looking for new water resources that we can share across the county. So this is where we've come to in that process. And this is water that will eventually be buying from Adair Village. Water right that we'll be buying from them, but we have been permitted to do that. And it's a maximum of 25 cubic feet per second. But then there'll be some responsibility to return some of that back to in-stream use. It's a complex process, and I will tell you, I tried to get a place-based planning grant a number of years ago so that we could have a public conversation and was denied that grant of $250,000 by Oregon Water Resources Department. And that was my attempt to make it a much more public conversation. It's very complex work. It can be very challenging when you make it a big public hearing process. And so that's where we are. We have posted all of the information about what we're doing in this, what we've done in the process of getting to the permit. It's on the community development website or pages of our website for Polk County. And I mean, you're more than welcome to make contact with Austin McGuigan, Community Development Director. If you have questions that you can't get answered through that information that we have on the website. But again, as I said, this has been a more than 20 year process for Polk County government and community development at getting us opportunities for more drinking water.
Yes. And I think it's a really wonderful idea to get us water because Polk County really needs water. Mm-hmm. But my concern is that there are places like our residents that I think are being potentially directly impacted in not necessarily a good way other than the water by the draft of the technical memo, which I saw with pictures. They're already on our property. And I'm concerned that this thing is, like I say, is going to be cemented before the public even has a chance to have input on it. Mm-hmm. That's my concern.
Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you coming in.
You're welcome.
Any other public comment? All right. Hearing none. Next up is approval of the agenda.
Approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed unanimously. Approval of the minutes from April 30th.
Also move. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed unanimously. And approval of the consent calendar.
I'll move approval. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed unanimously. Do we have a need for an executive session?
No, sir.
Any other business to come before the board?
No, sir.
We are adjourned.